Welcome back to Success with Steven. My name is Steven Smith. On this channel, we talk about all things financial literacy. And today we're going to be doing an update on removing personal information from your credit report. So I will either link the video here or I'm going to attach it to this video. But I did a video back when I first started this channel showing you how to remove all of your personal information from all three credit bureaus without having to call or send letters. Now, while that would still stand, there has been an issue with one credit bureau in particular. Most of you know that it's Experian. So Experian, you can go online, you can remove the addresses. However, the address is associated with an account. It will not allow you to remove it online. Well, I have come up with a workaround for that in order for you to remove that address without any issue. It will take a few more steps and it will take a few more days, but I'm going to show you step by step how you can also do this process in order to get that removed. So let's start by going to Experian.com, because again, the other two for TransUnion and Equifax, the previous steps, they remain. You don't have to call. You can do everything online. So you can continue doing that. Now, once you're logged into the Experian website, you can go to the very top and you can click on Credit Overview. And once you click on Credit Overview, you'll be brought to this screen. You can then click on Review Your Report. So click on this option in the middle. Now, once you click on that, you'll scroll down just a little bit and you'll be brought to this section right here that shows File a Dispute. You'll want to click on that next, okay? All right, once you click on that, you'll be brought here where you can select the option you want to file a dispute with. We are going to select personal information here, so go ahead and select that option. So I moved a little further ahead so I can cover up my address, but when you click on personal information, it'll give you an option to dispute it. If you want to see that, it'll be in the other video as well. But here I'm selecting never live there as an option, saying that the address that I'm disputing, I never lived there. So it's saying that the reason why they can't process this online is because there's Stellarfy Inc. They're saying that this address is associated with an account that I have that's reporting. So since it is, it will not allow me to remove it without actually going to either contact the creditor or to call Experian and ask them to remove it. Now, while that does work, you can call them, you can ask them to remove it. All you have to say is, I don't recognize that address. I should only have one address on my report. Please remove it. They'll transfer you, of course, to fraud, because if you say that you never lived there, they're going to want to just have you double check it with them. You tell them the same information, then they remove it. However, some of you are having issues where you're saying that they don't do that. Some of you don't have that issue. Now, if you run into this, I'm going to show you exactly what we do in order to get this address removed. So now we're going to go over to identitytheft.gov, which is going to be the FTC website. All right, now that we are here, the first thing that you're going to do is click on Get Started. And then we're going to go to I want to report identity theft. You're going to select credit card accounts. Pretty much the same steps if you've ever watched any of the other videos where we went through this process. And then to open a fraudulent credit card account. And yes, in every scenario, because I had a lot of people ask me this, use the same steps. Don't try to change it. Don't try to select something for a specific account. You follow the exact same steps. Exactly. All right. And then you're going to go to continue. Now here, you're not actually disputing any credit card accounts. Don't worry about this. Just scroll down to the bottom, hit continue. You will need to enter all of your information, your first name, your last name. You want to enter your primary phone, your phone number, your email address. You'll want to confirm here. And then you'll want to enter date of birth and your current mailing address, which should not be the same as the address that you're disputing. And you will be asked to enter a code. By adding your phone number, it will text you a code. For those of you who ask me to, sometimes it doesn't work. If you've done this multiple times, then you need to either use a Google Voice number, go to Google Voice, get a Google Voice number, clear your cache, clear your browser, or use an entirely different browser altogether. One of those things will solve the issue. So either if you're using a Safari, try Chrome. If you're using your phone number, try a Google Voice number. If all else fails, clear cache, clear history, do all of that. All right. So try those things. One of them will will work. And as you can see, I just entered a bunch of random information, but has the victim's legal name or address changed since the theft occurred? No, unless you actually did change your name. But other than that, no. And is the victim a military service member? I mean, if you are, you don't really need to disclose that, but you can select yes if you want, but I would just select no and then continue. Do you know anything about the person? No, not at this time. Now, here is where we're going to do something completely different, okay? You're going to say, have you reviewed a copy of your credit report? You want to say yes. Now here, were there any fraudulent accounts included in your credit report? And you want to say yes. You're going to say yes this time. Was any personal information wrong in your credit report? You're going to say yes, it was the address. Again, you want to listen carefully right here. You can only list one address on this line. So if you were going to do 1234 Main Street Lane, Las Vegas, Nevada, you're going to just put the one address here. All right. It says that you can use commas, but whenever I've tried to do that, it didn't seem to work. I know that it lets me list the one. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to add that here. We're not going to add any company names. Have you requested a fraud alert? The answer is no. No, not yet. You can actually just answer no to all of these. You just want to answer no and then move on to the next step. Now, right here, if you have multiple addresses that you need to add, you add them all here. So then if you wanted to put 4, 5, 6, 7, Clearview Street, and then if that was also in Las Vegas, Nevada, 89223, whatever the address is, you want to enter that in here and you want to list them and you want to just keep adding them until they're all completely added. So remember, the previous one, you have one address. This one, you're going to add all the additional addresses. All right, now as you can see in the personal information section, this is our affidavit. The address that we wanted to remove is right here. And then we're going to click finalize. You do not need to create an account. No, you want to submit without creating an account, submit without an account, and you can hit continue. Now it's going to say, please wait, and you can download your report. It's going to generate it here. And once you download it, here is our report. You can download this one as a PDF file. All right. And then you can save it to your computer. So we're just going to click save on that. We now have it. Now that we've downloaded our affidavit, we can now go to the CFPB. So let's get over there and then we'll submit this to get this address removed from Experian. All right. And same steps as before. If this is your first time seeing this video, then we're going to click on submit a complaint. And then we're going to go to start a new complaint. And then we're going to sign in. You're going to select already submitted a complaint or created your account. If you do not have an account, then you want to sign in here and create your account. So I'm going to get signed in. Once you sign in, you're going to go to start a new complaint. It's going to be in the top right hand corner. And then you're going to click on credit reporting and other personal consumer reports. What type of credit reporting product, credit reporting, you're going to click on next. All right, so you're going to select incorrect information on your report, and then you're going to select information belongs to someone else. Have you already tried to fix the problem with the company? Yes. And did you request the information from the company? Yes. Did the company provide this information? No. And then you're going to go to next. And then here you could pretty much just copy the same information from your affidavit. If you open it up and have it as a PDF file, you're able to copy and paste it in there, but you're just going to add and thank you. To be honest, it really doesn't matter what you say. You don't have to copy this verbatim. The point is you want to say, I don't recognize the address and that you want it to be removed from your report. And then you're going to type the address right here, whatever the address is. And then you could copy all of that and then you can paste it on the next line. But the main thing is all you want to do is just say, I don't recognize this address. Please remove it from my credit report immediately. Thank you so much. That's it. Now, when you go to select a file, you want to add a few different things. One, you want to add the affidavit that you just downloaded. You want to make sure that you have that. You want to also add a copy of your driver's license. You want to also add a copy of your social security card and your proof of address. Now, if you're trying to remove an address that is on your actual driver's license, you need to either one, update your driver's license, go to the DMV, update it with your new address, or you can use your passport instead of using your driver's license. But you don't want to upload a ID showing that you actually did live at the address that you're trying to remove. It's not going to work if you do that. So please keep that in mind. So once you attach all of those files, you can then click on next. Now, in this situation, this is only for Experian. Okay, so you shouldn't have to do this with anyone else but them. So Experian, we're going to type that, because remember, again, if you've never watched my previous video, watch it. Equifax and TransUnion don't require this. And Experian, they don't really require this either, except in the instance where the address is associated with an account. Other than that, you wouldn't have to do this. Now you're going to add the information here. All right, so you're going to want to check the social security number, your name as it appears on the report, the date of birth, and then we're going to enter all that information in here. And you just want to do it exactly as it appears on your report. All right. Oh, can't be that old. And of course, then you're going to type in your name exactly as it appears on your Experian report. Do you want to complain about another company? In this case, the answer would be no, because the only one that should pertain to this method is just Experian. And you click on next. And when you're submitting this, you want to make sure that you always select myself. If not, it'll get thrown out as frivolous if someone else is submitting it on your behalf. So after this step 5, it's just going to do a review, asking you to just take a look at it and make sure all the information is correct. So this is the end. You shouldn't have any issues with getting the address removed with this method. It'll be removed probably in like 3 to 5 business days. You also want to keep in mind that you do need to have a address on your report. If you don't, then you're going to have issues. So make sure that there is something to replace that. And this is it. Hopefully, if you were having that issue with removing the address with Experian, this resolves that. Let me know in the comments if you have any additional questions or concerns, and you guys have a wonderful day. Welcome back to Success with Steven. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to remove all personal information off of your credit report that is incorrect, that is old, that is outdated. We're going to make sure that you're going to have a 100% accurate report. When you remove old personal information, it greatly increases your chances of getting that derogatory mark removed. That means charge-offs. That means collections. We want to get all that stuff off. And one of the most important overlooked tactics that no one else talks about is removing personal information that doesn't belong on that report anymore. There is around 332 million Americans right now. 8 out of 10 of them have errors on their report. Their personal information is not accurate. So that's around 262 million people. That probably includes you. I'm going to show you right now how to remove those for free, without writing letters, without calling. And we're going to do that online in preferably 24 hours. All right, so the first account we're going to be looking at is with Experian.com. So we're going to go to usa.experian.com. If you currently do not have an account, you can create an account for free. I have another video that talks about how to get your free credit score. I will link that somewhere here. You can watch that video and then go over that and create that free account. So I'm going to get started by logging in here. So once you're completely logged in, you'll want to scroll down to the bottom and then you'll want to click on Help Center. Once you click on Help Center, you'll have the quick action section. Here you can go to File a Dispute. And then you're going to click on Start a New Dispute. All right, so now that we're here, we're going to go to Personal Information. You're going to click on this. And then from here, you can request what personal information you'd like to change. Now, I've done some recent disputes here, so I actually don't have any other personal information that I can change. But for example, if I want to click on like my date of birth, I can click on that. I can choose incorrect option, and then I can click next. From there, you can add another item and then submit the dispute. Now, I won't be able to show you this, but for addresses with Experian, sometimes there are some that are linked to an account. And if you have an address that's linked to an account, worst case, you'll need to create a, let's say, get a bill, or get uh maybe like a gas bill, a light bill, your cable bill, your internet bill, and you'll need to show the new address. You'll just need to send that to Experian certified, or there's a link that you can actually click when you're going to change that address, and they can update that to that account. You can also get the account with Experian, or get your statement, and you can update the address there and just send it through this same portal to Experian, and that way they'll remove that old address that they're saying is tied in with that account. Other than that, it's very, 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 very simple. You can go ahead and you can request that information here. Just click on the section that you want. Click on the option for address. It's not going to show here because I don't have any addresses to dispute. But if it were here, it would say, you could say I've never lived there, or identity theft for the address, whatever the case may be. If it's not your address and you don't know it, or it's old or outdated, click on that option, get rid of it. You'll be able to hit next. You'll be able to submit the dispute and add another item. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's very easy. And then we'll move on to the next credit bureau. Next website we're going to go to is TransUnion. You could either Google TransUnion, or you can go to service.transunion.com. And just like Experian, you're going to have to create an account. Again, this is a free account that you can create. So I'm going to get logged in here, and then we'll go to that next step. Okay, now we're logged into the TransUnion portal. If you actually logged in and you receive like a screen that asks you to go to credit monitoring, consumer services, or true identity, you want to go to consumer services first, and then you want to log in through that portal. It didn't come up for me, probably because I logged in recently, but if it came up for you, just make sure to click consumer services. Then we're going to click on the dispute option here. Very, very simple, very easy. So it lets you know you can dispute name, you can dispute the address, you can dispute the phone number. We only want to dispute one of these three things online. Excuse me. Reason being, if you dispute some of this other information, it waives certain rights that you do have when you do it online. So we're not doing that. The only thing we're doing is name, address, or phone number. Now, again, I recently did a request, so it's telling me to check request status. But for you, you're going to click this same button, and it's going to give you the option to file the dispute. Just like Experian, once you click on the option, you'll be able to just click address. You'll be able to click the reason why I've never lived here, identity theft, fraudulent, I don't know this address, whatever the option is. You click on that, and then you continue with that dispute. You usually will be notified via email, the one that you use to set up this account, within 24 hours that that account is deleted. You usually don't have to upload any documents for TransUnion. Experian seems to be the only one that does that. So no worries here. Just log in, click that option, click this one at the bottom right here. And again, I know that mine's not showing it, but for you, since I already have one processing, you'll be able to click this option, and then you'll be able to get that account, or I'm sorry, you'll be able to get that address, that phone number, or maybe wrong name removed from your TransUnion credit report. Again, takes about 24 hours to do so. All right. The last website that we're going to be looking at is, of course, Equifax. You can go to my.equifax.com, or you can Google it, just like the other two. If you don't have an account, you just register, you sign up for the account, and then we're going to log in. So I'm going to log in now, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, once you log in, scroll to the bottom, you'll see the disputes option. From there, you can click start or check a dispute. So we're going to click on that, and then you're going to click on file. Scroll down to the bottom in case you have some old ones there, but file a dispute. So we're going to click that option. I authorize Equifax to notify me via email of the results. We're going to click continue. All right, taking a while for my page to load here, but now we can click on personal information. So once that tab loads, click on personal information here. And still taking a while for mine to load. There we go. So let's say that you have wrong information here. Here's address information. You'll want to click on dispute this. And you can click again these options. I've never lived at this address. This address belongs to another person with a similar name. I believe I'm a victim of identity theft. Then you would click continue. Once you click continue, you would just submit that on that next screen. And once you did that, you will get an update on the status of this within the next 24 hours. Again, usually it takes 1 day for this to be removed. Once that happens, then you can go and start the process of disputing any other information that that you want to get removed off of your credit report. Chances are you'll get much better, faster results when you do this before starting the dispute process. Other than that, that'll be it. Very quick video. I hope that this was helpful to you guys. Please like, subscribe. If you know someone who needs this information, please share it with people. Thank you. You have a great day.